Welcome to the International English Language Testing System conducted by Moldik English Academy. Today I'm your examiner and you're the examinee. Before starting the main part, I'll ask you some personal questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, may I know your full name?
My full name is Mehjabin Sania here, but you can call me here.
Okay, yeah, how do you do?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well as well. Um, where do you come from?
Well, I'm basically from Sherpur, Mymensingh, but I was born and raised in Dhaka.
Okay. Do you study or work?
Well, I'm a student of class 9 at Munipur Ucha Vidyalaya College.
Okay. Which subject do you love or like?
Well, I love English because it is my dream subject to study in near future.
Okay. What's your hobby?
Well, my hobby is writing. I love to write different type of novels or stories.
Okay, now let's move on to the main part. In this part, I will ask you some questions about health. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, is it important to you to eat healthy food?
Yeah, I think it is very important for us to eat healthy food because by having the healthy food we can ensure that we are having all the nutritious items that is really important for our body. For example, the carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, mineral, and so on. So I think that if we take the balanced diet as a healthy food, because balanced diet has a lot of nutritious item in a balanced way, so by consuming the balanced diet we can ensure our health.
Okay. If you catch a cold, what do you do to help you feel better?
Well, if I catch a cold, do all I do is take warm water, and after that I take shower. And for the food or remedies, my mom make me hot, and other than that we I take the natural remedies such as honey, turmeric, and lemon in a cup, with hot water, so that I feel a little bit better. And other than that, these things continues in vice versa. That is how I do.
Okay. Do you pay attention to public information about health?
Yeah, I do pay attention to the public information about health because by listening the information, I can judge whether it is true or false. If it's false, I can tell other people to be careful about the information, because by taking the wrong information it can affect your body or your skin. Well, in this society, people most likely to focus on their natural skin to make it beautiful for women especially. So I think they should not always pay attention to the false false information, and they should judge it properly.
Okay. What could you do to have a healthier lifestyle?
Well, to me, I think that I should make a routine to do all the things in a really good way. For example, by waking up early in the morning and also sleeping early in the night. And in the meantime, when we can talk about the breakfast or lunch, we can ensure what type of breakfast we should take in the morning, so that we can work all the time to the evening. And if we talk about other than that, we can ensure the hygiene part, because hygiene is really important for us to not get affected by any kind of diseases. That's how I mainly ensure my routine to have a healthy life.
Okay, this is the end of the part one. And now let's move on to part two. In this part, I will give you a cue card. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. And here is the paper, pencil. Okay, your time is up. You can start now.
Well, arriving early is really important for us, because by arriving early in the time, we can participate in a lot of occasions and other things. Formal events are really important in our family, and people really like to follow the formal events in a different way. So while arriving early, we can participate all types of things that is related to the occasional things. And other than that, we can talk about various types of meetings and other business meetings. People want to take interviews for their job, so they should arrive early, because by arriving early they can mentally prepare themselves for the interview so that they won't feel nervous while taking the interview. But if they don't arrive early in the morning, they will be late to catch their bus, or they will be late to join the party or get together that they had planned earlier. And for students like us, we should maintain the arriving early thing really seriously, because you know exams and other things are really important, and students really like to get nervous while taking the exam. So if they do things and they become more punctual, so they won't be nervous and they can take the preparation seriously. So that is how I think that arriving early is really important for us.
Okay. This is the end of the part two. Now let's move on to the part three. In this part, I will ask you some questions about being patient. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What kinds of job require the most patience?
Well, I think the jobs are doctor or surgeon or teacher, because they are really patient while doing their job. Especially for the teacher, because they tend to do a lot of work while being patient. They teach the students there when there are a lot of students in the class, for like 60 to 70 students, and the teacher clearly gives the message or study information to the students. Even when the students talk or disturb in class, he patiently tells them to shut up and continues teaching. But sometimes, if we don't take the patience of the teacher seriously, the teacher or people will feel bad, and they won't be serious about his job, and they will lose their patience and be angry with the students. And if we talk about the surgeon, or they do a lot of surgeries for people, and if they by chance lose their patience while doing surgery, it can cause a person to lose his life. So that is why I think their job is really work for our patients.
Okay. Is it always better to be patient in work or studies?
Yeah, I think that it is really important for us to be patient in work or studies. Well, as you know, I'm a student, I need to be patient while taking the classes that our teachers give. And the patience is really important for human traits. As you know that the high school students, they get to a lot of tuitions and in a day, for like 4 to 5 tuitions, and sometimes the student feel a lot of pressure, but they need to be patient and do their studies seriously. If they by chance lose the patience, then it will hamper the studies and they won't be able to focus on that. So that is how I think that we need to be patient in our work or studies.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree that the older people are more impatient? There?
No, I don't agree with the fact that older people are impatient, because I think they're patient, but because I have a grandmother, and both of my grandmother are really patient about their lifestyle or anything they get. Because my grandma has a lot of grandchildren, like 29 grandchildren in from her children, and so they are most likely kids from their youngsters. So they make a lot of chaos or play around her. So she needs to be patient and play as well with them. But if they don't have the patience to play with the kids, and if she scolds them, the kids won't go near her, and they will think it will create a bad impression to her, impression of her. And for a child, patient adult is really important. If the adult is not patient and they are immature, it won't be good for a children's growth. So that was it.
Okay, this is the end of the part 3 and the end of the presentation. Thank you.